Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, ready? I got you. I got you. Kill.
On first down, it's Simon. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Third down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play.
They'll try the left side. It's Simon, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He can run for it, and he will. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
All right, now, flag 20. Mike 51. He don't know no better. Cross. Check. Check. Check.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. He's coming. Hey, alert, 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 alert. He's coming. Double up. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check 99.
The draw play. This is Adams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6. Hey, Dad. Blue 30. Watching you fly. Yeah.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Yeah, he'll find Hall, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Quarter. Hey, wahoo!
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Going right side here, and that's complete. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check three. Shit, these 2. Shit.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Jack 16. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Corey Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
King. Shit. Alert 3. Alert 3. He's crossing.
Take 2 of them.
SOS.
Snickers, 66.
SOS.
Alert. No.
Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
59, what's up?
Alert.
50. Hey, Delta.
51, Mike.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on 1st down. Simon takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 36-yard line. Mike, set. You ain't got nothing. Watch quick.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Black 20. 51.
We ain't giving up nothing to check. Check. Tighten up. Watch the safety.
Help out. 8. Jack 16.
On 1st down, this is Adams. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert. And it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 63 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On second down now, it's Simon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, alert 3. Kill. Check the backer.
They run on second down with Adams. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Middle. Hey, high 7. Whirl. Black and turn.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now Adams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Easy. Hey, box truck. 61, matchbox, light.
Here's Adams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Blue 30.
Hey, eat. Hey.
50. 5.
Mike 55.
Blue 35.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards.
Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
44.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Out of the gun. It's Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Situation. Let's go. Hey, watch it.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. James Devlin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get the that momentum. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now a give right side. It's Simon, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Take 2 of them.
Tight dog. Check 43.
No foul.
Check 33.
No spacing.
I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On second down, it's Grant, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage again, the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Crunch.
They will run with Grant. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Mike. 180.
Check 55. Mike. It's a party now.
These 2.
Check 6 guys.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Mike, check, 59. I'm coming after you.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Wide. Get wide. Jim.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going deep downfield for Roll. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To pick up a 3, brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. And this is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
But certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Completes this to Waring. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On 1st down, Simon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Watson. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Don't get nervous. Deuce.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Double dog, that's the way. Check, lucky. Check it out, read.
Again, here's Adams, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and
3. Black 30.
Check 55, Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the twist. Check 3, check 1.
They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I.
You. Hatchet. He's checking.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me. Easy. Solid, 5 down.
Switch. Kill.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to fire one. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Roethlisberger now 9 of 17 through the air.
Switch. Quarter. Hey, orbit.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Look basic. Hey, check right. Alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Watson buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's had himself a game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Safety's creeping.
This is Grant. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Now Roethlisberger going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At the 34-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Scott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
After the interception, here's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now Watson steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Check 31, check 31. Check. Pressure.
Check 15.
Pressure. Check.
They start on the ground with Adams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
One day. World! Come to my world! Recon, 132 fighter. Come to my world!
They'll run again with Adams. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
You better bring it. Check 99. Check 99. Check that.
They'll run it here with Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Black 20.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive